Hey, amazing people. I hope that you are having a great day on purpose. Listen, so many of us have always wanted to have our own radio show or podcast. So today, we are going to talk about how you can expand your business and brand by starting your own radio show or podcast. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching my channel. Remember to like and subscribe. On this channel, I share tips, tools, resources, and insights to equip, encourage, and empower you for growth and success. So let's get into it. Having your own podcast, having your own radio show. It is truly the tool that you need to take your business and brand to the next level. You know, I get asked the question quite often, and that question is, should I do radio? Should I do podcasts? Because, you know, everyone's starting their own podcast. I think that more and more people are realizing just the value in starting your own radio show or podcast. And I always tell those that ask that you should do both. If you can do both, why not do both? Because at the end of the day, your goal is to have exposure. Your goal is to expose your business and brand and expand your business and brand. And so from a radio station side, that can give you exposure internationally in 170 countries. From a podcast side, there's so many people that are listening to podcasts nowadays. So why not have the best of both worlds? So I always tell people that, you know, if in anything, you should always do your own work. But at the end of the day, who doesn't want to take their business, their brand to a whole nother level? Right now, I am providing you with key benefits for starting a radio show or podcast. I am actually going to put the actual link or PDF below so that you can download this and begin to look at why you should be starting a radio show or podcast right now for your business and your brand, and how it can take it to a whole nother level. So when I started with my show, Empower Hour with Jaresha, I had no media experience. And a lot of people think that you have to, you got to have all this equipment and you have to, you have to know all of this and go through, you just have to know so much in order to start. And, I will tell you that if that's holding you up, don't allow it to hold you up. Don't allow it to keep you from starting, because you'll never start. If you're waiting to find the best microphone, if you're waiting to, find the best platform and all of that, you'll never start. You'll always be waiting to start. So jump right in there. Reach out to those that are already in the media industry, whether it's radio station, whether it's the podcast world. Reach out and ask questions. Right now, there's so much information out there for you. So there's no excuse not to get started with expanding your business and brand. Yes, it is, it's going to be a little bit of a time commitment, but it's truly worth it. So anything that you're going to invest in, that you're wanting to expand your business and brand, it's definitely going to be worth you spending that time on making that happen. So when I started, back to when I started in the media industry, and I had no experience, my goodness, it was quite interesting because probably so similar to so many of you, I was like a ball of nerves. But I did it, I jumped in. I said I was going to jump and bend my wings on the way down, and I did that. And I had no idea how the platform that I was going to use. And fortunately, I had an opportunity that kind of fell on, my lap, and I had to take it. But that was from the radio station side. So from the radio station side, I was like, okay, I had some amazing media mentors to help me through that whole process. But from the podcasting, and when I decided I want to be able to turn my show into a podcast as well, then there was a lot of research. There was a lot of how do I do this? And, is this even possible? And when I learned through all of that it was a possibility, I was like, oh my goodness, this is truly amazing. So of course we were able to get on all of the podcast platforms, and it's just an amazing experience. It opened up so many doors of opportunity. So that's the one thing that I will tell you, that when it comes down to brand exposure, business exposure, it's going to set you apart. Okay, it's going to set you apart. It's going to help you with that credibility. So maybe you just started as a coach. Maybe you just started with your business, your brand, and you're really wanting to put yourself out there. Well, guess what? Why not start your own radio show and podcast to put yourself out there, and allow your audience and your fans and your followers to learn more about you, learn more about some of the topics you're going to share, some of the products, the services that's a part of your business. So radio show and podcast is the way to go. Oh, it's the way to go. I promise you that once you jump in, it will be the most rewarding experience ever. The show that I had, Empower Hour with Jaresha, on that show, I interview leaders, motivators, and influencers. And it has been an amazing journey. You learn so much about, people's journeys and the stories behind their success. It's a way to connect. So not everyone's show is designed to where, they're gonna interview other people, but those shows that are, it's truly an amazing experience, not just for the person that's going to be on the show, so your guest, but also for the host. Absolutely a rewarding experience, truly amazing, that I would never have changed it for the world. And it opens up the door to being able to connect and get those speaking opportunities, some of the opportunities that you ordinarily wouldn't have. It definitely opens up those doors. So if you are definitely interested in taking that leap, I would say hands down, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and take that leap. And if you have questions still about whether or not you should take that leap, schedule a call with me and let's chat. Honestly, I will give you the good, the bad, the pros, the cons in it all. But I'll tell you truthfully, there's not, I can't even say there's a lot of cons with having a radio show and podcast. Honestly, it is the most rewarding experience, and it will take your business and your brand to the next level. So thank you for watching. I love sharing any kind of tips, tools, resources, and insights that's gonna truly help to empower you for growth and success. I'll see you next time.